What is going on, guys? Okay, so here we are on Monday, and I don't want to make this like a motivational Monday, but I want to give you something to think about. Um, and by the way, I am still giving away my EMS quick study guide. Go to freeemsbook.com for details. You got to go watch the video at freeemsbook.com to get the free book and find out how and why I'm giving that away. So anyway, like I said, I don't want to make this like a motivational thing, um, but I want to give you something to think about. And this is something that goes back from for me years ago as a young EMT, and even now, where I have almost like this responsibility in my mind to have to know my job, right? What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of people will take any time that they have to themselves while they're working to sit on their ass. Okay? That's the nicest way I can say it. The problem is, and the question you have to ask yourself is, did you earn the right to take that break, to sit on your ass, to watch TV, to look at your phone, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, whatever? Did you earn the right to do that? Okay. And how do you know if you've earned that right? Is it because you had a tough call, or because you've been running around all day and finally get a break? And I'm not talking about getting something to eat, going to the bathroom. Of course, we all have to do that. I'm talking about when you have that free moment and you start thinking about a call you might have had, and you say to yourself, I didn't really know what was going on with that patient, or I didn't understand that drug they were on, or what that EKG showed me at a certain point, right? Guys, if you don't have a firm understanding of what's going on in your job, you need to take the free time you have and refresh your memory. Look up the stuff that you were confused on. Do a little research, Google it, use my turbomedic.com, whatever you have to do, right, to refresh your memory and to solidify that content in your brain so that maybe the next time you encounter that, you'll be better prepared. I actually just posted a meme on Instagram. I think I put on one of the Facebook pages too, talking about you don't have to know everything, okay? But you should try to know as much as you can, okay? We're not going to be prepared for everything that gets thrown our way out there in EMS, but we do have to be ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, then you need to take the time that you have when you've got that downtime. Minus, of course, going to the bathroom. I don't know why I even say this, right? But this day, people, yeah, I have to eat, Jimmy. No, I'm not talking about eating or going to the bathroom. Okay, I'm talking about when you're done with the call, you've gone to the bathroom, you've had a bite to eat, you've done your chart, you've cleaned the ambulance, restocked it, whatever. When you've got that downtime, it's still your job. You're at work, right? Take that downtime and think about the calls that you had. Think about a topic that you feel weak in as a provider, as a professional. Look up that information. Be better at that topic. Be better at that clinical presentation that maybe you might have missed something. Okay. And I know it sucks, guys, because a lot of us want to just get, especially when you're got a busy day at work, right? You want to sit down, take a break. I'm not against that either. Take a 5-minute break. But when it gets to the point where you're taking a nap in the ambulance, or you're taking a nap in a recliner, or you're watching Netflix or a TV, or glued to Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and one side, and then the other side, you didn't really know anything about that EKG you looked at. You were confused, or you were confused about the patient medications, or you didn't know a disease the patient said they had a history of. You weren't familiar with it. Okay? Take that 5 minutes to research that. And then when you think about it, that's all you really have to do. You don't have to sit there and do an hour-long study session on something that you were confused on, right? Most of the time, you probably already know it or are familiar with it. You just don't have it triggered in your mind. So go ahead, crack open the book, Google it, use something like TurboMedic or another web-based study resource, and go ahead and review it so that the next time when you get that patient, you get that drug, you get that presentation, or whatever the case may be, you know it. So then when you have the downtime, you can watch TV, you can look at Facebook, and you can do it without having any guilt, without having any additional stress. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you that for me, I used to stress that I didn't know enough about certain things that went on with my patients. So I would go ahead and on my own time, when I had downtime, I would research that stuff. And it's all a balance, right? Like I said, you got to eat, you got to go to the bathroom, you want to take a 5-minute break. It's all a balance. But in that balance, you've got to squeeze in the effort and the focus and the study so that you can be a better EMS provider. Okay. Guys, I hope this makes sense. I'm going to cut it off there. Like I said, I don't want to make this some kind of motivational thing, but I just want you to kind of realize and to maybe think about how you can move yourself forward as a provider. All right. And still be able to eat, take a rest, watch Netflix, look at Facebook, whatever the case may be, but do it after you're comfortable with what you're doing as an EMS professional, as a provider, because your patients are relying on you to know your job and to do your job. And if you're not 100% on some things, that's cool, right? We are always learning in this profession. So go ahead and always learn. And like I said, it doesn't have to be an hour-long thing. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just to kind of refresh your memory. Look up that drug. What was that drug? I don't understand what that was. Let me go look that up. Whatever the case may be. Okay, take the time and do that. So, guys, again, I hope this makes sense. Be sure, go, if you want this book, I'm giving it away. Go to freeemsbook.com and watch the video there. I explain to you what this book is, what's inside of it, and how you can get your hands on a free copy. I'll even pay shipping and handling. So go check that out. Guys, I hope you made some sense. Do me a favor, hit the like button below. Hit the frown button. If you didn't like this video, hit the frowny button. Whatever the case may be, just give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And if this kind of helped you at all, or maybe triggered something in your mind to say, hey, next time you've got that downtime, maybe you crack open that book, that review guide, that resource, that Google, and just kind of look it up a little bit and maybe refresh your memory on it and be a better provider. All right, guys, that's it for me. As always, I'm Jim Hoffman. Stay safe.